Today I'm going to be telling you about some updates that have been made to a few different Saucony shoes. And really this is going to make a lot more sense if you've already seen the video that I put up on heel drop and the explanation behind running form and stuff like that. It should make a lot more sense if you've seen that stuff. If you haven't seen that stuff yet, feel free to watch those videos either after you watch this or before, just to give you a little bit more background information on heel drop and what I'm talking about when I talk about heel drop. So the updates that Saucony has come out with very recently are to their guide, Triumph, and then shortly, and by that I mean February 1st I believe it is, they're going to be putting out an update to another one of their shoes, the Hurricane. So every year or so, it's normal for a shoe company to give updates to their shoes. Typically they'll change very minor things because they don't want to lose the market share that they've already got, but if they can, they want to grab a larger market if they can. So they'll make some updates to them to try and grab more people to that shoe, but they don't want to lose any of the customers that they already have. Saucony is kind of taking a gamble here on the three shoes that they're updating, because they are three of their more popular shoes, and they're changing them pretty drastically. But overall, I think it's going to be an update that's going to be really great for a lot of people. So the update that they're making to their shoes is they're changing the heel drop. So that's that difference between the heel height and the forefoot height. A typical shoe has about 10 to 14 millimeters of difference between the heel and the forefoot. All three of the shoes that they're updating in the past have had 12 millimeters of difference between heel and forefoot. So they're going to be switching all three of these shoes, again that's the Guide, the Triumph, and the Hurricane, from 12 millimeters of drop to 8 millimeters of drop. And what that means is that makes you more likely to strike further up on the foot, either at the midfoot, so right in the center here, coming down basically very flat, or up on the forefoot, so landing with all your pressure on the ball of the foot with a slight elevation to the heel. Makes you more likely to do that. It doesn't force you to do that. So for people who still are going to be heel strikers, no worries there. They've still got a good cushion underneath the heel to make sure that your foot is taken care of back in the rear foot. For those who do want to start this out as something where they're working on their form and becoming a little bit more efficient and running in a way where they're less prone to injury, you're definitely going to be able to do that. So you've got 4 millimeters less of heel. So what that means is as you swing your foot forward, you've got more real estate basically to clear the ground and snap your foot down and land more up on that forefoot or midfoot area if that's what you want to do. I think it's going to be a great update. If you do end up getting one of these shoes though, and you do want to start working on your form, check out the calendar. We've got free running form clinics every other Thursday at 6 o'clock. Feel free to reach out to us about that. We're more than happy to videotape you, give you some tips and things that could help you improve your form. So with that lower heel height, they're losing about an ounce as far as weight goes on each shoe. And then also with dropping that heel a little bit and getting you striking further up on the foot, they've added a little bit more cushion. So in the Guide, for example, they dropped the heel height 3 millimeters and raised the forefoot height 1 millimeter. So that still gets you that 4 millimeters of difference between heel and forefoot, but just a little bit more cushion up on the forefoot. And then the Triumph and the Hurricane, I'm sorry I don't have one, like I said, that one's not out till February. On the Triumph and the Hurricane, they're decreasing the heel height 2 millimeters and increasing the forefoot height 2 millimeters. So that still gets you that 4 millimeters of difference between heel and forefoot. A very plush ride. The new Triumph is awesome. So in addition to shaving weight off, dropping the heel a little bit, on just the Hurricane and Triumph, they're switching over to this new midfoot wrap. It's called the Sock Fit. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it really hugs your foot really well. I've been told that they're going to do the same thing on the Hurricane. I'm very excited to try that one out. So for somebody who's a mild to moderate overpronator, that would be a good fit as well. Really exciting stuff. You got to stop in sometime and try them out, see how they feel. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of this new Triumph, and anything with a lower heel height is going to help promote that better form. Since I teach the form classes, obviously I'm a big fan of that. So So anyway, stop in sometime. Feel free to chat with us about the updates to not only the Saucony shoes, but any one of the shoes, and forum clinics if you're interested in those as well. Thanks.